The concept of weight forward is nothing new, by the way. This is something that has been demonstrated by all great ball strikers. So when we talk about weight forward in the golf swing, what you're going to learn today is just how important this piece is to controlling your contact point, and you're going to get some extra goodies from Rob because Rob and I teach the same swing system. So the beautiful thing is there's nothing contradictory here.
Nope.
Let's get started.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about low point control, Rob.
Okay.
You just hit one of the crispiest shots. You described it as the best feeling shot you've hit in months because you haven't hit off a grass.
It was great.
And that was super crispy, deep fried. So when it comes to low point control, we just mentioned weight forward. Can you show them what weight forward looks like?
Absolutely. Done correctly, weight forward is having the lower center. We can use the belt buckle as a reference, the center of the pelvis, having the weight more towards the target. And I'm doing that by pushing my hips towards the target. It's worth mentioning just at this point, I think that a lot of people misinterpret weight forward or they get weight forward wrong. They'll end up putting their upper body too far forwards,
Right.
which is dangerous and it creates very steep descent, and you can't really play golf like that. But what good players do when they're hitting the ball, Tom, they have pretty much 90% of their weight on their front foot by that point, and that's created by the lower body moving forward. Let's call it the pelvis, the belt buckle, and that goes towards the target. And if I do that, I have a pretty decent chance of hitting the ground after the ball.
Look at that. I mean, that's 3 for 3, 4 for 4.
3 for 3. And this skill is a very strong determining factor as to the skill of a golfer.
Right.
So I've been staying in a lot of hotels the last week, and I could have taken one of these golf clubs and handed it to everybody that walked into the reception of that hotel, drawn a line on the ground and asked them to swing, and where that club hit the ground relative to the line would have given me some indication as to how good or bad of a golfer they were.
Right.
So if they missed the ground completely, they hit the ground further back, that would indicate they're a high handicap golfer. And the better golfers would have the low point more forwards, and the dispersion of that low point would also be much tighter. So there's a real benefit to anybody watching getting better at this skill. So put the weight forward gives you a real fighting chance of hitting the ground far enough forwards.